This Ram truck right behind me is one of the best pickup truck deals in today's market. I'll include a link to the Doug Smith and Spanish Forks website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a twin turbo 3-liter inline 6 that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy 17 around town, 24 on the highway with power outputs being 420 horsepower and 468 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now this is a night edition, so the badges are blacked out, and this one's finished in flame red. Got the headlight bezel that's blacked out. The grille is also blacked out. Truck has fog lights, parking sensors, but no recovery points. Either way, the front end of this truck looks pretty darn sharp. Tire wheel setup is 275 by 55 by 20. You can see the wheels are completely blacked out, kind of like a satin finish on them. Got these nice body painted fender flares, Ram badge on the side, blacked out mirror caps, blacked out door handles, and just like other new Ram 1500s, it's coil sprung. And then here is the side profile of the truck. Now when it comes to key fob features, we have our lock and unlock function, tailgate drop down, remote start, and we got the Ram logo on the back. There's nothing to really go over with the bed because this one doesn't really have any features there, but the tailgate is actually light, so that's a big plus. And look at that giant Ram logo. Also have the new style of taillights, and then they've even blacked out the exhaust tips. We also have parking sensors in the rear. And 5'7" box with this particular truck, by the way. Let's pop inside. Nice soft touch trim on the door panel with a little bit of cloth trim there as well. Bighorn does also come equipped with cloth seats. Flat loading floor underneath the seats. If you pick up this little mat, you've got the buckets on either side. Legroom back here is great. We also have a little storage pocket. We've got some cup holders here, vents in the rear, USB ports, a full outlet. And the headroom back here is also quite spacious. Let's now pop up front. More nice soft touch trim over the top portion of the front door panel. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. Front two windows are automatic. The mirrors also power fold in. 1,740 pounds of payload capacity. Nice cloth front seats. You can see the driver's power adjustable with lumbar support. The passenger seat is manual. Comes with automatic lights. Again, the fog lights. You got a cargo light for the bed, and then we've got power adjustable pedals. And let's start her up. Soft touch trim around the steering wheel with the Ram logo there in the center. Adaptive cruise control on the right hand side. You got your gear limiter function. Drive modes over here on the left hand side with our controls for the center stack. Digital gauge cluster here in the center, which you can change the formatting of the cluster. You can also change what information this displays in the center as well. Alpine sound system, and then we do have a 12-volt too. Just a regular backup camera in reverse. It does have a zoom function on the receiver hitch. Now flanking either side of the infotainment system are analog climate controls, radio controls as well. And then at the bottom, you got your parking sensor buttons, stability control, and then your trailer brake controls. You've got dual zone climate controls, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and with the infotainment system itself, it's relatively quick to respond. It takes a second for some of the menus to pop up. Now this does have a part-time four-wheel drive system, but it also comes with four-wheel auto, which is great. Also low, and then we have auto stop start if you want to turn that off. Got some USB ports. We have a wireless phone charging pad. There's an outlet there at the very bottom, and this has the sliding center console. And then part of the center console is also this storage area there in the back. Bighorn there on the top glove box lid, and then the rear glass does open with power function just with a touch of that button. 2025 Ram Bighorn, 62,490 is total MSRP on this. After discounts, it's closer to 50K. Let's take it out. Well. Ram Bighorn. Now, the MSRP on this truck, right, a lot of people are gonna be like, but after discounts, not too bad. I mean, you look at Chevy, for example, and they don't really have there's some discount, not a ton though, and so like $50,000 roughly, that's like buying you kind of a base model Chevy. And this is obviously not a fully loaded Ram by any means, but it's got some nice features. It definitely has some nice features. These Bighorn seats are comfortable. It's one of the things that I love about the Bighorn compared to XLT Ford and the LT or RST Chevy. Seats are more comfortable. Ford XLT seats aren't bad, but yeah, they're just not as comfortable. It's weird because Ford makes really good top end seats for like Lariat and Platinum and stuff, but their entry level seats are not all that good. So interesting to see. That's for sure. Now this new Hurricane, although we don't know if it's tried and true yet, it is a wonderful powertrain when it comes to performance. Very smooth power delivery. And this truck's pretty well insulated. I mean, glass is pretty darn, I mean, that is pretty thick stuff. Seats, like I said, are comfortable. The suspension's comfortable. One of the most comfortable vehicles that you can just drive around. And you don't really sacrifice payload with the Rams anymore because the new Hurricane's a little bit lighter. You get payload figures similar to what you have with Ford and General Motors, but in a more comfortable truck with the suspension because it's not leaf sprung anymore. So, and they've been doing the coil springs for a long time now at this point, but Chevy and Ford still use leaf springs, except for the Ford Raptor. Yeah, and see, over the train track stays nice and fine. Leaf springs kind of bounce all over the place. So it just goes to show you how a coil sprung suspension system is in a lot of ways the way to go. Man, yeah, this dampening's really good. I'm just noticing the suspension lock because this road's kind of bumpy. This also does show me how impressive the air suspension is in the Wagoneer. I just drove Wagoneer before this, and that stayed a lot more plain. But now the Wagoneer has independent rear suspension. This has a solid rear axle, so that definitely changes things up a little bit. This Hurricane's so fun. It's got so much torque. It really is more power than the truck actually needs. But I think that's what makes it fun, in my opinion. Yeah, this is a nice truck, guys. This is a really nice truck. it can't even put the power down. It's like a sports car. It's just spinning. It is just spinning. That is so funny. So in summary, yeah, $62,000, that's a lot of money. But discounts, they exist. And because of those discounts, it makes this truck, maybe it's not the bargain of the century, but it's a pretty darn good deal in today's truck market. I mean, you're getting a cool blacked out truck in the exterior, nice interior features. For just the average brand new car right now is about $48,000. So for just a little bit more than the average brand new car, you can get a full-size pickup truck. That's not terrible. That actually means that, because again, if we adjust for inflation and everything, because I sold Rams back in the day, so before the pandemic, the average brand new vehicle was about $37,000 roughly. You could get a Ram Bighorn for, it ranged, right? But something like this, you're looking at about 40 grand back then. So this is actually similarly priced to the average brand new car as what it was before the pandemic. And this is the only pickup truck that's like that right now. Because again, Ford and Chevy are a little bit more money. So deal of the century, maybe not, but it's finally where it should be price-wise compared to the market. Let me know your thoughts.